modules. The heart of the module is a bifacial p-type cell with p-type crystalline silicon as the base material, and it has got emitter at the front, and this is a PERC material, so aluminum oxide passivated rear surface with silicon nitride top capping layer and aluminum contacts at the bottom and silver contacts at the top. So this basically is a N plus P and P plus kind of bifacial, the two junctions, the emitter junctions, and it reacts or is sensitive to light when it falls from the front surface on the N plus P contact and at the back surface to the P plus contact. And this is the way it can be sensitive to light falling from the front as well as reflected light from the bottom. Bifacial modules, as all of you know, has an ever increasing share, and this is the small graphic at the bottom of this slide shows the increasing share of bifacial modules in the world, in the global PV market, which is projected to go up to almost 50% by 2026. Now, when you talk about bifacial module, there are two aspects to it. First is a bifacial module, whether it is the construction of the bifacial module is, as all of you understand, that it has to have two surfaces. So the light has to be reaching both the front and the back rear junction. So the front junction and the back junction both have to be exposed to light. So both the surfaces have to be transparent to the path of light. So you could either have a glass module. Just a minute. Either you could have a glass module as a structure or a glass to transparent backsheet module. And over the next few slides, I'm going to explain to you how the two go head to head, because both are competitive products and there are pros and cons of each. Over the next few slides, I'm going to take you through that. These two next few slides, I'm going to explain to you the benefits of the transparent backsheet module vis-a-vis the glass, and why did we choose to get into the technology with glass to transparent backsheet module. First consideration is the weight of the module. So glass to glass bifacial modules is 22% heavier than a conventional I'm having some problem with the slide, but anyway. So the glass bifacial module is 22% heavier than a conventional monofacial module, owing to two glass layers, one on the top and one on the bottom. So the need is for lightweight modules. Heavier modules means heavier structures, heavier support systems, and so heavier, pillar and posts to mount these modules on the ground, and additional civil costs. So the idea is to make a lightweight module and not a heavy module, and therefore glass module as compared with a glass backsheet module, the glass module loses out. The bifacial glass transparent backsheet module is weighing about 23 kgs, while a glass module is about 28 kgs. The next point is on LCOE. LCOE, once you have higher structure costs, that leads to higher installation costs and an overall increase in LCOE for bifacial module. So the need of the hour is to reduce LCOE and hence need for conventional frame modules. The next point is robustness. So frameless glass modules are more prone to bending and cracking during transportation and installation, and this has been a constant issue with glass frameless modules. Now, with the help of glass backsheet, transparent backsheet module, if you have a framed structure, then the robustness improves by leaps and bounds, and there is higher structural strength. The next point is rear side cleaning. So a bifacial module has an additional sun-facing side, which is the rear side. And since it needs to be transparent to the path of light, it requires regular cleaning. And glass bifacial modules require an additional cleaning step, which is at the rear of the module. Now, therefore, there is a need for a module which doesn't require cleaning at all. So here, bifacial module bifacial glass transparent backsheet module comes in handy because the bifacial transparent backsheet module actually doesn't need cleaning at all because the rear transparent backsheet has a hydrophobic or anti-dust surface, so it can repel the dust and the water from the back. So you really, the rear side of the module doesn't get dirty at all. This leads to excellent anti-staining performance, reduction in O&M costs, and reduction in water usage, which is also very important. One of the most important or most dominating issues of glass bifacial modules have been field failures. And you need to understand this concept a little more clearly because field failures of glass modules, even though they are not reported very frequently in the literature, is significantly higher in China and other places where there's been a substantial installation history of glass modules. So, this happens due to the following reason. So in glass module, when you have in the glass module, when you have two glasses on the one at the top, one at the bottom, and when you are trying to laminate them, there is something called a lamination pinching effect that happens at the edge of the module. That leads to some compressive stress buildup and air bubble getting entrapped at the edge of the module. When the module is installed and under severe thermocycling conditions, humidity conditions in the field, these compressive stresses actually gets released and the modules shatter. This has been one of the major failure modes of glass modules, and therefore it's a significant reliability risk for these kind of bifacial modules being installed in the field. Hence, there is a need for a field failure proof bifacial module, and that is where the transparent backsheet glass bifacial module comes in play. I'm sorry. So, okay. So basically, because of all these parameters like weight, LCOE, robustness, rear side cleaning, etc., and field failure, these parameters, when you bring them head to head, it makes a strong case for um, glass transparent backsheet modules. Even though glass modules are pretty strong performers, so it's more like the legendary Avengers head to head of Hulk versus just a minute. I think the slides are getting stuck. So it's a classic head to head of Thor versus Hulk, and in this case, I think it's the transparent backsheet modules which wins. And I'm not going to tell you whether the transparent backsheet module is Thor or it's Hulk. However, that brings us to the next slide, where we talk about how the product development process in Vikram Solar works, and we start with doing a survey. So when you get fixed on transparent backsheet module as the future product that we are going to rely on, we start by doing product development at Vikram Solar. We start with a survey. We do a benchmarking. We do a supplier roadmap analysis. We do a DFMEA